Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. The story is about a girl named Lizelle Meminger, and her brother dies while they're on a train to go to their foster parents because her mother doesn't have the capabilities to take care of them anymore. So her brother dies accidentally and she goes to this foster home alone and she's kind of scared. And of course she's sad because it's her only brother and he just died in front of her eyes. So she grows to love her foster parents, who are Hans Huberman and Rosa Huberman. She becomes especially attached to Hans Huberman because he taught her how to read and how to write and how to roll a cigarette, and he's just a really kind guy. And although she doesn't say it, as a reader you get the feeling that Rosa really loves Lizelle also. It's set in the World War II period in Malking, Germany, where Hitler has been recruiting and making his move and waging war on the different countries. In her new home, Lizelle meets Rudy Steiner, her soon-to-be best friend, and they just steal stuff because they're not rich, so they steal apples and whatever, and she just grows to love him in the end. It's a complicated story, but one day Max Vanderberg, he is Jewish, comes to the Huberman house, and it's just understood that he has to stay there because Hans Huberman owes Max Vanderberg's father, Walter, if I remember correctly, his son's life. He's a Jew, and at this time, if you interact with a Jew and let alone be hiding a Jew, you'd be like killed or sent to war. And so it's a big no-no at this time, obviously. We all know that. So they kept Max, and at first he didn't really talk to him, and then Lizelle started talking to him and they become friends. And so Hans and Rosa begin to warm up to Max also, and so they all become just good friends, and they know that when the time comes Max has to leave. There's just a lot of deep things going on in this book, and I really don't know how to describe it. The book is also told by the point of view of death, which I found really awesome. I've never read a book where death is the one telling the story. Like, he talks to you like he's really sympathetic with humankind and not, the Grim Reaper kind of death, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now. Like, he just swoops the souls of these people who die. And I just feel like, whoa, I mean, death has feelings. Death follows the life of Lizelle Meminger and how she copes with all of these things, and he basically watches over her in all different aspects, even her loved ones. It's a sad story because a lot of the people die, and I literally cried when I read the part, as it was happening, that they were dying and how they died. And it's a really depressing story, I must say. I mean, I have never read a story that depressing ever. I think the writing style and the words, they're just so beautiful. I like also that Lizelle loves books because you know how Hans taught her how to read and stuff like that, and she just begins to love words and language and how words are so powerful. I like Max, Hans, and Lizelle the most in the book because they are so kind. I mean, I can't even imagine someone who would take a Jew in, even if it means dying for this Jew. And just a lot of things are just happening that I can't even say because I'll give it away, but they're just really genuine people. It's really interesting, and I want everyone to at least give it a chance. I am in awe of this book, like in its all entirety. I just love it. I've been reading this for a long time. I don't even know when I started reading this. I just know I've been trying to finish it since forever. And the reason why I didn't finish it as fast as the other books is because it's so heavy. Like, the content just weighs you down and makes you sad. Like, every few chapters, don't get me wrong, it's a really easy read, but every few chapters you just gotta put the book down and just sigh and just take it all in because it's heavy stuff. It's World War II, it's war. And it's the Nazis and Hitler and this little girl in the middle of all of this and death. You know, like, it just comes into you and you just don't know what to feel and you don't know how to react sometimes. And so it took me so long to finish this book. It's around 550 pages, I think. It's a really, really, really good story. It's one of those stories you have to read before you die and stuff. No pun intended. Okay, see you later. Bye.